Well, hey everyone. I wanted to get out here and share some encouragement. You know, I know things are just a little rough for some of us right now, and many are going through many things, but no, one thing is for sure, all right? That the Lord said all this stuff was going to happen before His return, especially like in 2 Peter 3, where He says that there's going to be scoffers in these days, right? In the last days. Now, the scoffers, we fight not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers in high places. Definitely. So, we're in a spiritual battle. Warfare is heavy, but nothing can touch a child of God, and we are equipped with everything that we need. Now, judgment starts in the house of the Lord. And what's happening is that, many are starting to wake up in the church that thought that, well, I went and, got saved when I was a child, or, this happened or this happened and along the way. you know how that goes. Life happens, right? Are starting to say, wait, I remember this from Sunday school or whatever. just saying. So this is the time when Jesus tells us to not be deceived. Because many believe that all of a sudden, they're prophets because they got woken up. And it's the great awakening, and that pendulum swings back and forth, right? You know what I'm talking about. The pendulum swings high sometimes, but then pride comes before a storm, before a fall too, by the way. Edit. But we also know that, if we humble ourselves outside of the Lord, that He will lift us up. And we want Him lifting us up at all times, as He's the lifter of our head. He's our everything, our Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, and everything in between. And the relationship is more important than the date. Yet we do know that we're in the season, according to 1 Thessalonians 5:3. And even though, when the disciples asked Him when He was going to be coming back, right? He said, the second coming He was talking about. And then we learn 1 Corinthians 15:50-53, and that Jacob's trouble is all 7 years, and it's the time for Israel, which is His people and He loves. And right now, she's getting battled upon big time. So that's the fig tree. We are the fig tree generation. We did the math. And time is off as we know it. That's a disclaimer, but it's the truth as well. We're looking Shemitahs and Jubilees and all these things that connect, that the Lord has given us in His Word to put together like a puzzle, He's like, He's a mystery. Yes, He says, I show you a mystery. We will not all sleep. Hallelujah. But anyways, despite all that, there's a beautiful moon coming up, and it's above me here. There it is. And it's called the cold moon in December, but it's also going to be a blood moon. So speaking of Israel, Israel and blood moons just don't get along very well. It's kind of pretty pinkish orangish hue here tonight. Pretty cool. The sunset was awesome and orange and bright too. So we know what's going on. We're awake. And this is the time to shine, because all these people are waking up and saying, hey, it's time to pull it together. Jesus is coming. I had a dream. He woke me up. This happened. Pray for a dream for anyone that you're not quite believing is in the kingdom or needs to come in. Anyways, I just babbled on. But I wanted to encourage you all that don't think that just because we have to go through the motions, and it's been like 70 degrees here today, tell me if the weather doesn't affect you, right? I should be doing something else, and I'm out here playing with all the plants, and yeah, making my home, my backyard home, a little Garden of Eden backyard. I'm still getting flowers and beans and whatever, I don't know. Just happening. It's just, don't know what's going on. Some days it's been cold and rainy, like way cold and rainy. It's a great day to sleep, and I think the lady next door has the air conditioner on. It's not that cold or that hot either. It's just right. Peace out from Texas. This is Debbie saying, hey everybody, let's keep looking up because the king surely is coming.